What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Front Yard Fantasy Hour presented by FanDuel. I'm your host, Simon, joined as always by my electric co-host, Josh. What's up, Josh?
I'm feeling electrifying today. Let's go. Let's get in there. It's Friday.
Guys, and we took one mustachioed co-host and replaced him with another one. Same last name and everything. We've got Joey right here with us today. What's up, Joey?
I'm doing good. I'm here with three of my favorite people. First Liverpool match of the weekend is tomorrow, or the season is tomorrow. I'm excited for the weekend. Let's go.
I was going to say of the weekend. That's a busy soccer weekend for them if they're playing
they actually did have the preseason matches last weekend, but tomorrow, the first Premier League match of the season for Liverpool. Very excited. But I'm more excited
tonight. What else do you need? Guys, also joining us today is a great friend of the show. We've got Jeff Bell on with us today. For those of you that do not know Jeff, what the hell are you doing? But he's on Twitter at For Whom J Bell Tolls, right there below his handsome face on the screen. He is the Dynasty lead over at Football Guys. Peep the logo on that sick dad hat. And he is the co-host of the Debbie Royale podcast. And Jeff, we are so hyped to have you on here with us today, my man.
This is my favorite show to guest on, and when that invitation comes, if I can make it, I am going to do it, and I am so thrilled to be here today. It's Friday. I love to be on the show on Friday afternoons on the FanDuel show, and I'm ready to go, and I need to redeem myself because I know Josh beat me last time I did anything here, so I have to bring it.
You're going to have a chance to take him down today. I am hosting. We've got a game of Jeopardy ready for you guys, and I think we got a pretty good game. We got some new categories. We got some fun stuff going on in this Jeopardy game today. Before we get into that, though, a couple things. One, we got people in the chat ready for today's show.
Oh, where are they?
Greg said,
they're in there
for some fantasy Jeopardy this afternoon.
I was reading this as the show started, and Craig says right here before you said, I know, not my best, but I tried. But
I like it.
He said, I am tired.
I put that in the upper echelon. I think that's
I laughed out loud when the show was starting when I read that. So I thought it was great.
Sometimes you don't have to try too hard to get the best joke out of it. You know what? I think that was the best joke you could squeeze with Jeff and Jeopardy. It's perfect. Jeff Party. Yeah, way better than if you would have said Jeopardy. Jeff Party is 100% the way to do that.
Yes.
We got Mr. Scampers in the chat saying, there he is. I don't know who he is, but he's
I think it's Craig. He's talking about Craig.
Doing it.
I think it's Craig. It's always Craig.
Yeah.
It's always Craig. Albert, what's up? Welcome and glad to have you in here.
Albert.
And, Mr. Scamper saying to Craig, hope you didn't have to take as many shots as Josh and Simon. Craig went and took was getting shots with his family earlier, I believe. So hopefully that went well. And Cody said, I'm still going strong from the shots during pole perception. Yeah, Josh and I split them up, but Cody took them all himself in the chat. Yeah. So, Cody, I bet you're having a pretty good Friday afternoon. We'll see if it turns into a good Friday night, though. If you keep going, I'm not sure it will.
Friday night.
Mr. Scamper says, cheers, Cody. Yeah, you might just be in bed by 8 p.m. Cheers. That's what would happen to me. I'd be out cold. We got Geek in the chat. What's up, Geek Hib? He says, hi, everybody. Let's go. Welcome in. And Kev, I missed you earlier. Kev. You said bird up. Bird up, Kev. Welcome in. Mr. Scamper said sassy snake, Josh.
I'm trying to do electricity when I did that, but I understand why it came
electricity plus snake equals eel, I think, Josh. So you just did an eel right there.
Oh, wow. It's mind-blowing, actually.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Yes. Dame in the chat said, hello, handsome fellas. So she's saying hello to all of you guys. And I'll say hi on that, Dame. Welcome in. And Dave, you know what? He left me earlier to go to Scott's team, but it was a good call. Yeah, I can't even blame you, Dave. Scott came in and killed it. Team Simon always in forever. You're going to be cheering for the host today, though, because I am hosting these questions. I wrote them today. Mr. Scamper says, how is Justin's Wright stash coming along? You're right now that Justin Wright has joined the team. Everyone with the last name Wright on the team has to have a mustache. So we'll
that's true.
We'll get with him about that.
Yeah, this is not my best effort.
I think it looks
a little
great,
embarrassed.
Man.
Oh, thank you.
It looks great.
We got Moody in the chat. Moody. Welcome in. And we got Calvin.
We got a crew. Calvin.
Checking in again from Wingfoot, donating plasma.
Are you actually Calvin?
We are Calvin's
amazing. Thank you.
Plasma donation show, and you know what? I think that's a really ringing endorsement. We should put that on like our tagline, like best show to watch in the afternoon while donating plasma.
Yes. For calls, yeah.
Calvin, I want you to come back in the chat and let us know what they're giving away, because you know when you give blood or plasma, they always give something away. I want to know what they're giving away for you.
Oatmeal cream pie.
It's amazing that you're doing
this. Is what they're giving out.
Once a week, I think one of us on stream should just do it. You know,
I will not. I will have you know. I am the guy. Like in college when they would give blood every year.
Passed out.
at Clemson, they would do every year the Blood Bowl during Clemson versus USC rivalry weekend. So they would see which school could donate more blood. USC has way more students than Clemson, or they did when I was there. So Clemson would really push it. Like I had professors who would like make it a grade to go give blood to make sure we could beat USC in the Blood Bowl. I was the guy who would sit on that bus while there's like 10 like less than 100-pound girls like chatting and screaming and singing and hanging out. And I'm like fighting for my life not to pass out in that chair, just like, you can do this. You can do this. Like where they're like worried about me when I stand up. They make me hang out a little bit longer at the station. I'm not good with needles, guys. I can't do it.
Me neither.
Absolutely.
My wife got in a car accident once and she had to get staples in her head and I almost passed it. Like the nurses were worried about me because like I almost went down.
I had staples in my head before.
Yeah.
Not nice. Guys, we got, speaking of not nice, Corey in here saying nice. Shout out, Corey. What's up? Welcome in. Glad to have you here. And we got NBA in the chat. Said, what up, FIF family? Happy Friday to Josh, Simon,
NBA?
Joey.
How you feeling?
F you, Jeff.
Good to see
I
you.
guess.
Well,
man.
FIF family. It was a shout out to FY. I'm sure NBA is going to come in and say hi to Jeff, you know?
Yeah.
It's cool. I get
guys,
it.
Maybe?
That is going to be or we are playing Fantasy Jeopardy today, like I mentioned. Before we get into that game, though, a couple reminders. Number one, if you're not already following our guest Jeff, go and do it right now on Twitter at For Whom J Bell Tolls. Truly a great analyst and a great resource to follow. As we're approaching this fantasy season, you want to make sure he's on your timeline.
Absolutely.
So go hit that follow button. After you do that, if you're watching this show, that means you're likely already on the FanDuel YouTube or Twitch channels. If you're on that Twitch channel, hit that follow button. And if you're on YouTube, go ahead and give this video a like and make sure you're subscribed to FanDuel at FanDuel. That was easy enough. It's at FanDuel. Just hit that big red follow button. Once you do that, if you're enjoying this content, FanDuel has a whole team of killer content creators across multiple platforms. You can find them on TikTok. You can find them on Instagram. You can find them on Twitter. They're at FanDuel everywhere. So make sure you're following them all over there.
Find them.
And guys, you ready to get in there on this game right now?
I'm so ready, man.
Yes.
I'm so ready. I'm going
to go ahead and pull this board up, give you guys a peek at what these categories are while I explain the rules, and then we will dive into what these categories mean. So the game we're playing today is Fantasy Football Jeopardy. It's a lot like the regular TV show Jeopardy, except with a fantasy and NFL twist. Ooh, man, sorry.
You good there? The kombucha. Yeah. The kombucha's hitting your heart. Yeah. You got it, man. You got it.
Okay.
There it's gone now. It's gone.
Yeah, I absolutely got rid of it. So this is a lot
like
what are we doing?
TV show.
Hey, we're playing Fantasy Football Jeopardy.
It's
a lot like the popular TV show Jeopardy, except most of these questions are going to be about fantasy football or the NFL.
Okay.
When it is your turn, we will be going in turn order. No buzzing in here. We're not screaming names the entire time. You will pick which question from the board you would like to answer. Get that question right, we will add that money to your account. No need to answer in the form of a question unless like it just hurts your Jeopardy soul not to, then feel free to go ahead. There will also be no negatives if you answer the question incorrectly. After your turn, if you get your question right, this is where the other twist of our version comes in. In regular Jeopardy, you get the benefit of picking the next question that shows up for everybody. To make up for that here, you will get to pick the category of the person that goes after you if you get your question right. So Jeff, you get free reign of the board on your first turn. You get that question right, you'll get to tell Joey which category he has to go to answer his question. He'll still get to pick the value, but you get to pick the category. Once we run out of questions or run out of time, we will go into our final Jeopardy question, which is the only question in this game where you can lose money. I'll tell you guys the category of the question. All of you will write down a wager anywhere between 0 and the total amount of money you've earned so far up to that point in the game. Get the final Jeopardy question right, add that money to your score. Get it wrong, we're subtracting it. The contestant with the most money at the end of that final Jeopardy round will be our Fantasy Jeopardy champion, and your Coles cash is in the mail, baby.
It's going to be me. I'm feeling good today. Let's get. I need to win after the 3 o'clock show. You know, I didn't get to play, so and yeah, I need a dub.
Also, we've got some people in the chat agreeing with us on the needles stuff. Mr. Scamper said, no needles for me.
Cody made me laugh.
Sound It Out is back. Uh-oh.
Is back?
Have I done Sound It Out before? Because this is a new category
listen,
for me, and I just
in JL's game, in the one game, I forget what it was called. We haven't played it in a while, but JL had you know what I'm saying? Like is it so it's like a word. It would be like Marla Mack, but it's not like spelled out. It's like
We are similar. We are similar, but not quite.
It wasn't in Jeopardy though.
Same.
It was in the F5 party.
Yes, the party. Yeah, are you just afraid? By the way,
I'm just
oh wow,
it's got to be real noodles, Cody. You can't get me with an emoji.
All right.
Well, there's
what's
one
going on
emoji
here?
that scares me, but not that one. Guys, these are your categories for today. Your first category is FanDuel Fun. This is going to all be about props from the FanDuel Sportsbook. So these are going to be FanDuel Sportsbook props. Mostly NFL is all I'll say. We've got mostly. When I say mostly, I mean mostly. But mostly. We've got easy as 1, 2, 3. I'm going to give you a statistical category and 3 players. You rank them according to that statistical category. 1, 2, 3.
Perfect.
Grab bag. Anything. Literally anything. Anything you can think of could be in this category. Nothing's off limits. Mathematical. This one's making its return. This one, maybe someone told you there would be no math, but there's going to be math. I will give you something along the lines of like number of yards in a football field.
I love this category.
Joe Burrow's jersey number. And you tell me what the answer is. So it's going to be different things where you have to know the number, and then you have to do the math properly. And then the last category, sound it out. You know what? I'm just going to leave it, and we'll see what you guys, whatever you guys click on.
The first person going there is going to have a journey.
He's brave.
You're going to be sounding something out is all I'm going to say about that category. Before we get in there, guys, we got Dave in the chat saying, I pick grab bag for every question. Even when they run out, he's picking grab bag right there. And NBA wants to know, what's everybody's Friday drink menu? Mine is tapping beer, red truck, lager style. What about you guys? I took 2 Tito shots on the other stream, so now I'm drinking water. Is what I'm drinking.
I got both water and sweet tea myself. I could go grab a Stella real fast though.
I also have
if you want me
pineapple aloe vera juice as
That's
well.
Not you had to pee on. Oh no!
Water too. So.
Oh man, we're all being losers. All right. When I get a free second, I'm gonna go grab a Stella. So
I have a ruby red grapefruit polar seltzer.
Can I ask a clarifying question? So how many yards are on a football field? Are 100 yards on a football field or 120 yards on a football field?
So if I used that specific one in there, I would clarify whether end zones counted or not. But that's a great question, Jeff. During that round, I tried to be as specific as possible. If there are clarifiers that you need, something along the lines of like, do end zones count for the length of a football field? Just ask and I'd be happy to clarify for you. Because if you don't ask and you answer with some sort of assumption, I'm just going to count it as wrong.
You know I have what a question. They say when you assume.
Yeah, it sucks.
I have a question.
That's what I heard they say. Yeah, Joey?
If I ask you for the direct answer to the question, will you give that to me?
No, I'll fire you if you ask for the direct answer to a question is what we'll do right there.
That's a hostile work environment there. I don't know
that's what we try to strive for here at Front Yard Fantasy is a really hostile work environment. It's really motivating.
Yeah.
I tried to quit last week and that didn't work out very well.
I thought Joey quit.
No one quits around here.
Quitting for the consonants.
That's actually what happens. When someone tries to quit, we go and we make sure that company comes and joins us as well. Yeah. So Joey, you can try again. We're just going to keep with the same strategy.
I'm just going to go join ESPN.
The next one. We got them.
ESPN joins Front Yard Fantasy.
What?
Jeff, you're going to be going first in today's game. Joey is going to be going second. Josh is going to be going third. And Jeff, you have free reign of the board to start.
Ooh,
you can pick question and value or category and value amount. Where would you like to start on this board?
I would like to start at easy as 1, 2, 3 for 500, please.
Oh! It's been a minute since we've had someone start at 500. Easy as 1, 2, 3 for 500 for Jeff. Put these players in order from highest to lowest in the following category. 2021 targets. Now, this is regular season. Unless I clarify in the question, it's like postseason or includes both. It's always going to be regular season. The 3 players I need you to put in order of targets from 2021 are Khalif Raymond, Jonathan Taylor, and Noah Fant.
Okay, I'll go Khalif Raymond first because that seems random. So I'll just have him there first. And then I will go Noah Fant, Jonathan Taylor.
So you're going Khalif Raymond, Noah Fant, Jonathan Taylor is your final answer, Jeff?
Yeah.
We had one answer in the chat. Cody said gross. Which I think is correct. That's probably a correct answer to this question.
That is a tough one.
It's a 500er. It's tough. And you were so close. You got the Khalif Raymond
was very close.
Noah Fant was first with 90 targets. Khalif Raymond second,
90 targets.
71. That was the shocking thing to me. Even more shocking than Khalif Raymond with 71 was Noah Fant with 90 targets. It doesn't feel like he had 90 targets last season, does it?
No, it does not.
No,
but he was a tight end one. He did produce to some extent. So
that's the thing, Jeff. That's where I might have gone Noah Fant 1 for this one, simply because I know he was up there in tight ends, and these other two didn't get quite as many targets. But it was a tough. I probably would have said the same thing you did.
The chat was right there with you. Raymond first, then Fant, then Taylor for Mr. Scampers. Cody mixed up JT and Fant, but had Khalif Raymond first as well. Definitely a tricky one, but I love going for the 500 right.
Yeah, me too. I love it.
Jeff, Joey, you've got free reign of the board. Where would you like to go?
I watched Jeff do what he did, and I really admired it. And I was like, I'm going to go grab bag for 300.
If it worked out, maybe it would have changed his mind.
Grab bag for 300. 24 degrees Celsius is approximately what temperature in Fahrenheit? 55 degrees, 65 degrees, 75 degrees, or 85 degrees?
I don't know.
I think guess, but I'm not sure.
75.
Is that your answer, or are you just whispering to yourself?
Wait, don't you add 30 and shoot. 65. I'll go 65.
Final answer?
Or was it add 31? No, 55. You add 31. I think. I don't know.
55 final answer, Joey?
Yeah.
It is 75. The first answer that you said out loud is exactly 75.2. And there's a little bit more math there. There's some multiplication or division as well in the conversion. Jeff, you look like you knew that one up there.
I did not, but I was thinking that I saw a tweet last week and it made me laugh because it was talking about, it said America's done every unit of measure wrong except for Fahrenheit, because when it's 100 degrees, it feels like it's 100 hots. So if it's 100 degrees Fahrenheit, it's we're going to judge that on hots, and it's 100 hots. So that's
I like that a lot. I
think I saw the same tweet, Jeff, and they were saying like Celsius is if temperature was based on water. Fahrenheit is if temperature was based on humans. Like it's a human-based temperature scale, which we're humans, we're not water, so it tends to make sense. Craig was the only one in the chat to get that one right. Cody didn't get it right, but
there we go, Cody. Thank you.
Times 1.8 plus 32. I'm going to take your word for it.
I don't know.
That makes sense to me.
No, that's like an equation to get it. And I knew to add 30 something. I forgot about the multiplying.
It's the different one than I usually use. I usually use the one that says how many degrees in Celsius is 75 degrees Fahrenheit.
Oh, the Google equation.
The Google equation is usually the one I use.
Exactly.
Well, guys, Joey, no points for you. That means Josh, both of your competitors have gone already. The score is still 0-0-0. You can take an early lead here. Which question would you like?
Give me easiest 1, 2, 3 for 400.
Okay. Put these players in order from highest to lowest in the following category. 2021 PPR fantasy score: Boston Scott, Christian Kirk, Zach Ertz.
Okay, I'm gonna get out of the chat because I think I need a second. But PPR fantasy points, right? Oh, highest.
So most
PPR fantasy points throughout the year. Okay,
got it. Who scored the most points?
So Zach Ertz, he was a top 5 tight end last year. I'm pretty sure Boston Scott's, even though I know Boston Scott scored a lot of rushing touchdowns, which could set him up there above someone, but my gut's just telling me that it's Zach Ertz, Christian Kirk, and then Boston Scott.
Is that your final answer, Joshua?
I'm debating between Christian Kirk and Zach Ertz. I think Boston Scott had like 8 rushing touchdowns, so like this is a tricky one. But I'm gonna go Zach Ertz. Christian Kirk. I'm gonna go Zach Ertz, Christian Kirk, and Boston Scott.
Zach Ertz, Christian Kirk, Boston Scott, and most of the chat is agreeing with you. We've got Calvin with Ertz, Kirk, Scott, Albert with Ertz, Kirk, Scott, Dame and Craig both with Ertz, Kirk, Scott, but we did have 2 Kirk Ertz Scotts as well from Mr. Scampers.
So okay,
Albert.
so the count was kind of in line with what I was saying.
They were in line with what you were thinking.
I could see it, but I'm pretty sure Scott had 8 rushing touchdowns. So maybe that does it. Am I wrong?
It was Kirk, Ertz, Scott, Josh, and I believe Boston Scott had 7 rushing touchdowns. If I'm not mistaken,
but gotcha.
But that was the trick. I was hoping you would latch on to him having 7 rushing touchdowns and maybe think that was the trick.
Yeah.
But you got that part, but you missed Kirk and Ertz. So this
good first round, boys.
What first round? What first round?
I mean, warm up round, more like it.
Okay, guys, now we're going to start our game, Fantasy Football Jeopardy. Jeff, you get to go first in this game. No one's gone yet. Which question and category would you like?
Easy as 1, 2, 3 for 300, please.
We like this category.
Category. You guys have missed both the questions so far.
Me too.
Here is your question. Put these players in order from highest to lowest in the following category. 2021 postseason receiving touchdowns. So last playoffs, postseason receiving touchdowns. The three players are Gabriel Davis, Jamar Chase, and Byron Pringle.
I will go in that order. I will go Davis, Chase, Pringle.
Final answer?
Yes.
The correct answer is Davis, Pringle, Chase. Jamar Chase only had one postseason touchdown. Yeah. Byron Pringle had 3 touchdowns in the postseason. Gabriel Davis, of course, we know 5, and I believe it was all.
We love this category, Jeff, but it was a tough category.
Yeah, it was a tough category. That was a tough question for a 300.
That one was definitely tough.
You know, thinking back, the Bengals, it was all just Evan McPherson making 15 field goals a game. That's how they made the Super Bowl.
Every single time. And it looks like the chat was in line with you mostly. We had Chase, Davis, Pringle, Gabriel, Chase, Pringies, and then Cody going, wow. Wow.
And I know
Pringle
T. Higgins had
he's productive
touchdowns more than Chase.
Yeah, he had the big T. Higgins had the big one in the Super Bowl with Jalen Ramsey. And that.
Did he have 2 actually in the Super Bowl? Am I remembering that correctly?
I think he did.
For some reason, I'm recalling that.
And then CJ Uzomah had a couple. I remember in the first game, I think.
Yeah.
Just not that many for Chase. Just one his way. Craig said once he popped, Pringle didn't stop. At least until they got knocked out. Guys, I know this is we all like Jamar Chase. Like probably the lowest anyone here has him ranked is 4, and that's generous on the low side. But Gabriel Davis, I know, is a polarizing player. And Jeff, you are a Bills fan up there, so you're probably more in tune with what's going on in Bills camp. How do you feel about Gabriel Davis this year? Do you think he's being overdrafted or he's being drafted, or do you think he can live up to maybe the hype that people are putting on him this season?
So he's very site dependent on ADP. And I think that when you see a lot of people on Twitter complaining about his ADP, they're really talking about his underdog ADP because that's very high. But then you go load a sleeper draft and it's much, much later. And you're looking at like wide receiver 30, 35 in sleeper versus like wide receiver 20 in underdog. And I'm all in on that sleeper ADP. I grab him quite frequently if I draft in sleeper. In underdog, I don't think I have him in underdog leagues. I'm not sure. That just feels a little bit too aggressive. He's not going to leave the field, and they don't have outside receivers, and he's playing with Josh Allen. He's going to score a lot of fantasy points.
Josh,
sometimes we don't need to make it as hard as people make it. Yeah. It's just one of those things.
No, I think Jeff summed it up perfectly. I would say exactly the same thing. I mean, I would not touch him with a 10-foot pole in his underdog ADP, but his sleeper ADP is very fair. Very fair. He's going in the range he should be going in. So you summed it up perfectly, Jeff.
I'm with you guys. If you're drafting him as a back end wide receiver 2 in that range, high end wide receiver 3, if that's where he's being drafted, I'm all in on drafting him.
Yeah.
But it seems like in a league of 12 people, you just need one person who really buys into Gabriel Davis to get him going a little bit earlier than that. I've been seeing that quite a bit this year. I don't have any shares yet in redraft leagues, just because there's always someone who grabs him before me. Guys, we're going to move on to our next question. Joey, this one's coming to you. It's 0-0-0 so far. Which question would you like?
We got this, boys.
I'm a big movie fan, and I like Lord of the Rings, and so I'm going to be the Bilbo Baggins, and I'm going to be brave and take the journey that no one else wants to take, and I'm going to sound it out for 300.
I'm just kidding. Sound it out for 300.
I was like, where is this going?
Oh,
what category has to do with movies? Like
going straight to
okay,
Lord
Joey,
of the Rings?
Yeah. Here is your question. Which player is this?
Oh, that's Chase. Oh, it's Jamar Chase. Jam-R Chase.
Yeah.
It is Jam-R Chase. Chase from Paw Patrol. You got that one absolutely correct. Joey,
being a dad helped out on that one.
Being a dad helped out getting Chase at the end. If Josh would have gotten that one, he might have had to sound it out a little bit more than just getting Chase as the name of the last guy.
I didn't know that dog's name is Chase. I'll tell you that much.
Yeah. I gave you 2 paths to figure this one out.
I thought it was impressive how fast you got it. Like, you were like, oh, that's Chase. And I was like, wait, what? How's he know? And then you said Jamar Chase. I was like, okay, the dog's name is Chase, but good job, Joey.
Nice job on that one, Joey. You get an early lead and you get to pick Josh's next category. Mr. Scampers did come in with another correct answer I would have accepted. Jello Pirate Dog.
Jello Pirate Dog.
Yeah.
The known defensive back from LSU, Jello Pirate Dog.
Right, yeah. Really excited for him this year in IDP leagues. Joey, where are you sending Josh?
I'm gonna send him the easiest 1, 2, 3. I'm here to play the game.
At 200. I'll take
200. Put these players in order from highest to lowest in the following category: 2021 rushing attempts: Jalen Hurts, Joe Mixon, Derrick Henry.
Okay, so Joe Mixon's 100% number one. But the trick of this one is, did Derrick Henry rush enough when? Actually, it was definitely Joe Mixon, Derrick Henry, Jalen Hurts.
Final answer.
Yes.
You sounded like you were tricked for a second, and you saw right through it. It doesn't matter that Derrick Henry only played 8 games. He still had 80 more rushing attempts than Jalen Hurts. It is Joe Mixon, Derrick Henry, Jalen Hurts. Josh. Going to give you $200, and you get to pick Jeff's next category. Before we do that, though, everyone in the chat getting that one. Cody, Dame, Mr. Scampers, all with the right answer. And Cal said, I thought Paw Patrol. That, it was from Paw Patrol. You're on the right track right there. Yeah. Josh, which category are you going to be sending Jeff to?
Jeff, why don't you check out mathematics, huh?
Give me it for 500, please, Simon.
Mathematical, baby. That is algebraic, Jeff. And here's your question.
Oh, no.
The number of regular season wins by the Bengals in 2021 minus the number of interceptions thrown by Trevor Lawrence in 2021.
This is impossible.
Plus Ryan Tannehill's 2021
This is
rushing
impossible.
touchdowns.
This is impossible.
It's a 500. Give me a break.
You just got to get
I think
the number.
I'll get to answer this.
11.
I'll give it a shot. Hold on. Oh my God.
Jeff, before Josh puts a number out there, what is your final answer?
I said 11.
11. Josh,
is it not a negative number?
9. It's 9.
Joey's saying 9. Josh, what are you guessing?
I'm coming down with a negative number, so I think I'm wrong.
Negative numbers are numbers, Josh. Could be. Not saying any hints, but
negative
guys,
4.
the correct answer is 0. The Bengals had 10 wins. Trevor Lawrence threw 17 interceptions, and Ryan Tannehill had 7 rushing touchdowns.
I had the 7 right on Tannehill. I thought that I had Trevor Lawrence's interceptions wrong. I gave him a little bit more credit, and I had the Bengals. So I got to 11. I kind of thought that the Bengals maybe had 10 wins, and I thought that Tannehill had 14 picks and then plus 7, which would have gave me the wrong math anyways. But
yeah. I thought Lawrence had more interceptions. I thought Tannehill had less rushing touchdowns, so I was getting negative. So
that was definitely a doozy, Jeff.
I was thinking 10, tough. 14, and 7, but I didn't realize that the 4 would have been negative, and so it would have been 3 instead of 11.
Yeah.
There was a lot of gears going on in that one.
The mathematical category is tough, and that 500 was definitely a tough question. Calvin in here got it right. Only one in the chat was 0.
Good
Cody,
job, Calvin.
So close.
That's good.
Off by
That's
1
good.
On the table.
Wow, Cody, good job.
Right there. Super
cool.
I haven't thought about
flaw
this.
In my strategy, but
we should have realized maybe it was going to be a number like 0 or 1 or something like that. Maybe I don't know.
Maybe Joey, free right on the board. Where are you going?
Listen, I like going to the FanDuel Sportsbook. So if you're going to take me on a trip to the FanDuel Sportsbook, I want to go to FanDuel Fun.
You want to be the one that decides you go
for 300.
Let's go on a trip. 300.
Yeah,
he's gobbling up the $300 category.
It's a strategy.
Okay. Well, this did not finish the question that I typed in there, so I'm just going to read it for you.
Okay.
I'm going to tell you what the question said, and then you're going to have to answer. Justin Herbert currently has the best odds to finish the regular season as the passing yards leader at plus 700. 3 players are tied for second on that list. The players are, one second, guys. I'm sorry.
It looks a lot bigger than it normally does, too.
Yeah.
I know. I think it's because I forgot the letters. Let me pull this up just to make sure I'm asking you the question correct, Joey. I don't know what happened there. Hopefully that's the only one we have a problem with today. 1 second. It was.
Simon's over there trying to go off memory, and let me tell you, I would not remember myself either. I when I put together Jeopardy, I rarely remember the answers to the questions. I'm like,
who are the? So I'll let you find the question, but I think I know where the question's going.
1 second, and I didn't. Apparently, it's not an answer in there as well. So let me just pull that up, and I will show you. I will tell you what the question says. I was just making sure I didn't ask it in a way that the answer was something different. So Justin Herbert currently has the best odds to finish the regular season as the passing yards leader at plus 700. 3 players on that list are tied for second at plus 800. 2 of those players are Matthew Stafford and Patrick Mahomes, who is the third quarterback tied for second to lead the league in passing yards next year.
Tom Brady.
Final answer?
Final answer.
It is Tom Brady. That's not going to show up, but the 3 second-place answers are Tom Brady, Patrick Mahomes, and Joe Burrow. I thought maybe you would think Josh Allen or one of those other guys, but you weren't tricked for a second, Joey. Got that one correct.
If Brady wasn't in there, if Brady was one of the 2 options that you gave, I would have a lot more trouble with that, like trying to get Burrow or who was the other one?
Herbert.
Stafford.
Herbert's the leader. So it's Mahomes. And then Stafford, Brady, and Mahomes are tied for second.
Mahomes.
Burrow's right after that at plus 900, the only player at plus 900. And then Derek Carr, Dak Prescott, and Josh Allen are all tied at plus 1100.
Okay. I like the Derek Carr number.
Grouping. Yeah, that's a pretty good number.
4,800 yards last year. So yeah.
And this offense should be friendly to him this season, right? Should be a more pass happy attack as well. We had some answers in the chat. Dame said Allen, Cody said Brady, and Craig said Cooper Rush. Cooper's just barely outside on that one.
True.
Joey, you got that one correct, which means you're going to get to pick.
Sure, you can't even bet on Cooper Rush in that category, right?
Probably not.
I kind of want to see. Josh, go to mathematical.
Great. I love this category.
You know all your numbers. You're good.
No, I know my 9s. I don't know all my. Just give me 200.
200 in mathematical. The number of rushing touchdowns by James Conner in 2021, plus the number of rushing touchdowns by Damian Harris in 2021.
I think I know this.
Like just answering one of these is like something, is a pretty difficult question. I don't know. Maybe they both had 10. No. James Conner had more. James Conner had 18 total touches. He had 15. James Conner had 3 reception touchdowns. I just wrote an article on him. He had 15 rushing touchdowns, I believe. And then Damian Harris also had 15, right? Or he had 14? Just because this is a $200 question, I feel like they both had the same amount. Am I analyzing that too much? I'm going to go 30.
Final answer?
Yeah.
Gosh, you analyzed it exactly right. When you were sitting there moaning and complaining, I was like, I know he knows this. I know he knows this. I know he knows this. And
I was complaining. I was complaining a lot, but I figured it out.
A piece for each of those guys. They were tied for the second most rushing touchdowns in the league last year, only behind Jonathan Taylor. Joe Mixon coming up in 4th behind them with 13 himself. But those 2 guys, Damian Harris and James Conner, were second in rushing touchdowns. And Josh, that is going to add 200 to your score, bringing you up to $400. Oh, oops, that's the wrong question. I meant to click on that one again. Answer. Before we move on, I did want to ask you guys. So, Josh, we'll start with you. Damian Harris had 15 rushing touchdowns last year, but there's been a lot of hype coming out of camp, I feel like, about Ramondre Stevenson and maybe him taking over the backfield. Are you worried about Damian Harris this year, or do you think he's going to have a similar season to last year?
Was it me you asked?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, perfect. I am worried about Damian Harris this season. I do think he goes into the season as the number 1 running back for the Patriots, and at the end of the season ends up with the most carries. But we're already hearing rumors of Ramondre Stevenson being utilized in the passing game. He's a very good running back himself, and that he's just getting a lot of carries himself. I think by the end of the year, while I do think Damian Harris will have the most carries, I think it could be a lot more of a split than we saw last season. If Ramondre Stevenson gets some of those goal line carries and takes away the touchdowns that made Damian Harris so, fantasy relevant, yeah, I'm worried. I'm worried for Damian Harris.
Jeff, what about you? Do you agree with Josh here, or are you a little more optimistic for Harris?
I think that Damian Harris can do what he did last year, and Ramondre Stevenson can kind of take that passing role plus some rush, because Ramondre Stevenson had some rushing work last year too.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that they're going to ride both of them. The one wild card that I think could get inserted in there is Pierre Strong. I think Pierre Strong could kind of play in there too and make this a 3-headed backfield. But we know that this team is going to run they're going to run through the run game, and they're going to use these running backs, and that's going to be their primary means of putting up points. And so the value, a lot of those concerns, I love Ramondre Stevenson's price in redraft right now. And if you can get him later than Damian Harris in most leagues, that's probably the play on that. But I like Damian Harris a lot too. And that's the guy that I've been drafting this whole offseason.
Yeah. Now, Joey, on James Conner, before we move on to this next question, he also had 15 rushing touchdowns last year. Chase Edmonds is gone, but they brought in Keontae Ingram through the draft. They brought in other players through free agency. Are you worried at all about James Conner's volume this year in this offense, or do you think, again, same old?
No, I think they let Chase Edmonds, they didn't let him go to the Miami, but I think the Arizona is very confident in James Conner. I was very confident in James Conner last year. As long as he stays healthy, he's going to stay on the field. Inside the 5, the Cardinals love handing off to him. So I like Conner a lot this year.
Josh, you did get that last question correct. The chat is loving it. Dr. Micro Analysis, who there's a lot of studying at you, I think, said amazing, Josh, on that one.
Josh, it was tough. I did at first. I was like, "There's no way I'm going to get this right." But thank God I just wrote that article on the Cardinals, so that really helped out.
Thank God,
because I wouldn't have got it right.
Where are you sending Jeff?
Jeff, I want you to check out Sound It Out a little bit more. What's going on over there?
Okay, it's a journey.
Sound It Out for 500.
Oh, I knew he was going to do it too.
Here you go. Which player is this? And feel free to sound it out, to say it out loud.
Wow.
I'll give you about 20 seconds before I call time on you. Feel free to speak it out loud. We'll let you go through your process.
Logan Quiche, Logant. Golly, I assume is that a key? I don't even know what that last thing is. Is that a quiche? What is that?
I can zoom in a little more if you want.
That looks
There's
like
something being dipped into
hummus.
it.
Okay. Logant hummus. Logan Thomas.
Final answer?
Yeah.
It is Logan Thomas. Logant hummus.
You said Logan like within the first 5 seconds. I was like, oh, Logan Thomas, but I didn't get the hummus either. But so yeah. Oh man.
It is Logant hummus. I will say I showed these to my girlfriend before we started. The other one she struggled with, but this $500 one she absolutely nailed, and you got that one absolutely correct, Jeff. $500.
I hate this category.
Scamper's got that one right.
Scampers.
Logan
Good
Thomas. Job. Cody said wood ant hummus. So close. Calvin said log ant pie. Again,
I immediately thought of log ant.
I kept thinking Dennis Pitta. I don't know why. I don't know why.
Jeff, that's going to put you right back in this game. You're ahead of Josh, only 100 behind Joey. So the strategy, you know what? You said it wasn't working, but it seems to be working fine to me. Where are you sending Joey?
I'm going to send Joey to mathematical.
I wanted Sounded Out. Okay. I mean, I didn't want that. Mathematical for 300.
Mathematical.
Oh, man.
The maximum number of players allowed on an NFL roster. So this is during the regular season, just the number of players. Don't try to get weird with it and ask dumb questions. Just whatever you think it is, it probably is.
Okay.
Joe Mixon's PPR running back finish in 2021. So it's minus that, and then plus the number of teams in the NFL playoffs.
Give me 1 second while I do a little math.
Okay. Joey, got to carry the 7, divide by 4. And make sure you pay attention to your minuses and pluses, Joey.
65?
Final answer?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Joey. It is 64. 53 players on a roster. Joe Mixon was the running back 3, and there are 14 teams in the NFL playoffs. Where were you off?
53 man 56 minus 5 plus 14.
You were right there. It didn't matter.
3-man roster, 45 active players.
Yep, exactly. That one was tough. We had some.
Why was 56
I would have gotten
it
wrong. I would have gotten it wrong, Joey.
I was off by 1, guys. I'll hang my hat on that.
Joey.
That was pretty good.
Whoa,
Cody's so close with 12.
This wasn't within 2. This wasn't within 2. No.
This is not within 2. And I'm realizing this category is
it used to
quite
be 12,
difficult.
right?
That category is pretty brutal, Simon. I feel like that's one of
Yeah.
those, like, as you're like looking at the numbers and putting it together, like, oh yeah, but then it's like,
You know what?
Yeah, now I'm looking at these questions.
okay.
I'm like, oh, maybe I should put a range on these.
The thing is, I will never forget.
Within 5, tell me, like, yeah. That would.
Also,
Random number,
Scampers
111.
Scampers did the math wrong, but got the numbers wrong as well. Said 12 for the playoff teams. It is 14 now. There are only 1 bye for each conference. Josh, that is your turn. I assume you want to go to mathematical based on how that's been going.
Definitely. No, honestly, I want to make sure I get this next question right so I can send Jeff there, actually. Let's go with FanDuel Fun for
the expansion and the whiskey got me. Yeah, that's a combination that'll make you get that one.
That will get you all day.
Josh, you said FanDuel Fun for what?
200. I just want to tie me up with Joey.
Jonathan Taylor currently has the best odds to finish as the regular season rushing yards leader at plus 400. Which player is currently second on the list at plus 650? Is it Joe Mixon, Christian McCaffrey, or Derrick Henry?
I feel like it's got to be Derrick Henry. I'll just lock that in, Derrick Henry.
Final answer?
Yeah.
It is Derrick Henry at plus 650. Joe Mixon and CMC both at plus 1,600 down there a little bit further. But Josh, you're going to get that one right, putting you back up there at the top.
Jeff, I told you what I was going to do. I wanted to get that one right so I could just dwindle down the mathematical round, or category, so mathematical.
Give me
100 or 400, Jeff.
100, Simon.
100. The number of points a field goal is worth, plus the number of Eli Manning Super Bowl wins.
5. My number
Final
is
answer?
Yes.
It is 5.
That one was awesome. That one was fantastic.
Yeah, that was
5
good.
points. Nailed that one. I'm seeing now how big of a jump in difficulty it was.
Yeah,
From the
I
100
was going to say the 200 question versus this question was, they're a little bit different there.
Yeah, that's my bad right there.
We're tied, guys.
It is a tie game. It is 600 to 600 to 600. And Jeff, you get to pick Joey's next category. Where are you sending him?
I'm going to send Joey back to mathematical.
And we're going to finish out the category, Joe. You get the $400 question in mathematical. Here we go. Mike Evans, 2021 receiving touchdowns. Now. Minus the number of NFL teams Brandon Cooks has played for, times the number of first-round draft picks by the New York Jets in 2022.
Reasonable, though, kind of.
Now, did you order of operations right there?
Oh shit.
Yeah,
I did not do order of operations.
You're just supposed to go in order, kind of like subtract Mike Evans from the
number. Pretend like there's parentheses. Ignore order of operations, Joey. Just go in order. The order of operations is the order that they're in.
21.
Okay, and let's see. The correct answer is
it's not 21. It's
30. It is
30.
14 minus 4. Pretend like there's another parentheses right there.
Question,
times
Simon.
3. That's my bad. 14 receiving touchdowns for Mike Evans. Yeah, absolutely. Killer category.
It was a funny category. It was great, man. Honestly, I love that it was part of the game. Like, we knew it was tough, so we were like, hey, you play that category.
Oh, man. Whew, I'm sweating over here. Every time you guys pick that category, I was like, please get it right. Please get it right. Like,
it's out
Joey,
of here.
It's gone. We don't have to worry about that anymore. Joey, where are you sending Josh?
I can't send Josh anywhere because I got it wrong.
Oh, so Josh, where are you sending Josh?
FanDuel Fun for 400.
He can go.
Okay, here we go. Which player is currently the most favored to finish as the regular season receiving yards leader at plus 900? Is it Cooper Kupp, Justin Jefferson, Stephon Diggs, or Jamar Chase?
Oh wow! Like my like everything inside me is like being like Cooper Kupp should be the guy. However, I'm kind of leaning towards Justin Jefferson. I know Jamar Chase could be it, but I'm not buying. I think Justin Jefferson's the answer here. I'm gonna go with Justin Jefferson.
Final answer.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, the correct answer is Justin Jefferson. Wow. Cooper Kupp in second at plus 1,000. Jamar Chase at plus 1,200. Diggs at plus 1,400.
I think that changed today
because of the Matthew Stafford.
I believe because of the elbow.
Though, Stafford is still at plus 800, the second highest odds to be the passing yards leader. So I don't know how much this affected Cooper Kupp here because
that's a good point, huh?
Stafford is like his odds are still sky high, like we saw earlier, to be the passing yardage leader. So I don't know that it's been weird seeing how it's reacted. I'd be curious to see if Jefferson did move up today, if that's what happened. But Josh, you got that one right, giving you a lead as well. You have $1,000. And the chat, there were Calvin, Albert, Mr. Scampers, all got that one correct. Nice job, guys. And you get to pick Jeff's next category.
I'm trying to decide what 500 Jeff is going to do. Jeff, you can go to grab bag.
Give me grab bag for 100.
Oh. Grab bag for 100. He said, suck it, Josh.
Yeah, okay, I get it.
Here's your question. I need you to finish the lyrics from Daft Punk's song Around the World. Around the world, 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 around the world. Can you fill
around the world, around the world?
That is absolutely correct, Jeff. It is around the world. Around the world are the
That was hilarious,
lyrics.
Actually.
I'm going to give you another $100 in your bank, and you get to pick Joey's next category.
I'll send Joey to grab bag.
Okay.
What's it going to be, Joey?
I want the movie question. I know there's one. I just got to find it.
I'm going to put this together. Keep it.
Give it to me for 400.
You found it, Joey. Which film won the Academy Award for Best Picture in 2021? What? King Richard, Parasite, Coda, or Dune?
Are you serious?
So let's break this down. Parasite won the Best Picture Academy Award in 2019. King Richard, Coda, and Dune were all nominated for Best Picture this year. In a upset, although the Screen Actors Guild awarded it to Coda, Coda won the Best Picture of the Academy Awards.
Final answer?
Final answer!
It is Coda, Joey. I cannot believe you said, I hope I find this movie question, and then found the movie question.
That is ridiculous. That is ridiculous.
Do you like the way I broke that down?
I would have gotten it wrong, too. That's the funnier part.
What would you have said?
I would have said Parasite. I don't know anything about movies. I like movies, but I'm not Joey.
Yeah.
Craig, and here's some Coda.
I can't believe that just happened.
Me neither. That was awesome, Joey. Joey, where are you sending Josh after you found the movie question?
I'm going to send Josh to FanDuel Fun.
Let's
Choose
do
your
it.
fate,
500.
buddy. All right.
Put these events in order of most likely to happen to least likely to happen. Trey Lance wins AP NFL regular season MVP. Ohio State wins the national championship. Will Fuller wins AP NFL Comeback Player of the Year, and Chris Olave wins AP NFL Offensive Rookie of the Year. So in order of most likely to happen to least likely to happen, according to the FanDuel Sportsbook odds.
So I think Ohio State wins.
You can just give me their names or the school in the order if you want.
Yeah, I think Ohio State's probably number one. They're just projected. I actually just saw something today. I think them and Alabama are the only teams projected to win all their games and also by 12 points, I think, at least right now. So Ohio State, I guess. And then it just gets difficult, honestly. I guess Olave is probably more likely to win Offensive Rookie of the Year than Trey Lance is to get season MVP. I'll go Ohio State, Olave. But Will Fuller, I mean, like, who could win Comeback Player of the Year? I don't know who the other candidates are right now. Like, who's even, like, considered, you know? Maybe he's just as likely as... But he's not even on a team. Will Fuller's even on a team.
That'd be
Ohio
quite a comeback.
State, Olave, Trey Lance,
Great odds
Will Fuller. But, like, man, I feel like Will Fuller could be higher. But I'm going to go with Ohio State, Olave, Lance, Fuller.
Okay, we've got Ohio State winning the national championship, Olave winning AP NFL Offensive Rookie of the Year, Trey Lance winning AP NFL regular season MVP, and Will Fuller winning AP NFL Comeback Player of the Year. We got some guesses in the chat. Scampers went 4-2-1-3, so similar, but has got Chris Olave up top. Cody with Ohio State, Chris Olave, Trey Lance, Will Fuller, exactly the same as you.
Said.
But Dr. Microanalysis flipping Will Fuller and Trey Lance like you were talking about. And then Calvin's agreeing with you. Albert agreeing with you. Craig agreeing with you.
That's crazy that so many people are... Okay, let's go.
Guys, the correct answer is Ohio State, Chris Olave, Trey Lance, Will Fuller. Josh, you got it absolutely correct. Ohio State was
nice job, Josh.
By a landslide on this one. Olave, pretty solid second, and then Lance and Fuller quite a ways down there. And Josh, to answer your question, the Comeback Player of the Year, the leaders are Derrick Henry, Jameis Winston, Christian McCaffrey, and Baker Mayfield are your leaders up at the top there.
Derrick Henry's on Comeback Player of the Year?
He is. He's the favorite to win it at plus 400.
Yeah, I mean,
Joey's his local friendly sports book.
Cody wants to know, is Will Fuller even listed? Indeed, he is at plus 7,500 odds. So if you want to go bet on Will Fuller, you can. Josh said is going to add 500 to your total, giving you a pretty nice lead right there. But it's far from over. You get to pick Jeff's next category.
Let's power through.
Yeah, we can do a couple more rounds.
Grab bag, Jeff.
Grab big for 500. Then I got to go big. Going home.
500. I need to know who is the voice actor for the character shown below.
Their name.
I need
gosh,
the voice
I watched the show. I know. Oh God, who is that?
Can I do an impression when it's over?
Absolutely.
Bubble Bio. That's all I was gonna say. Bubble Bio.
I'm sorry. I know if that helped you, it helped you. Whatever. Yeah.
Oh golly, I
forget her name.
I don't know. I don't know what it is.
Final answer.
Sure.
You're going to kick yourself. It is Maya Rudolph. Maya Rudolph is the answer. Connie, the hormone monstress from Big Mouth, and she is voiced by Maya Rudolph. Calvin in the chat got this one right.
Good job, Calvin.
Mr. Scamper said Vinny Testaverde Jr. Very close. I think he was originally supposed to voice act, but they had to replace him with Maya Rudolph at the last second.
Yeah.
Dame said Kesha. You know what? Good guess, knowing who's asking the questions. I appreciate it, Dame. That means we're going to move on to Joey. Joey, where are you going here?
I'm going to go sound it out for 400.
Sound it out for 400.
I can't see that. Oh, okay. So her is the end. Waller. Oh, Darren Waller. Wait.
Final answer.
Give me a second.
I know what it is.
Dare. I mean, her. So Darren Waller. I'm going to go Darren Waller because I think that's Dare. Yeah, Darren Waller.
It is Darren Waller.
What's
Dare?
Wow, good.
The cat is
job.
in the jar, not on the jar. Dare in Wall. You could get that multiple ways. It's album cover for the Wall.
Yeah,
and then
go.
The movie.
I would have gone with Scampers there. I would have said Dari Gunbo Wale.
Yeah, Dare.
Dare Ungumbo Wale.
Oh, yeah.
That could have been. A couple things on there match up. Joey, you got that one absolutely correct, which means you get to pick Josh's next category. Where are you sending him?
FanDuel fun. Have fun.
Also, Cody says Dare Cat leaves jar Wall. Bad movie. It's not a bad movie. It's a good movie.
Her is a fantastic film.
It's so good.
Oh my goodness. Let's.
Where are you sending Josh?
For the show.
FanDuel fun.
FanDuel fun.
Yeah.
Here you go, Josh. Here's your last question. Which NFL team currently has the best odds to win Super Bowl 57 at plus 650? The Buffalo Bills, the Detroit Lions, or the New York Jets?
Please say Jets.
It's that New York team, the Bills.
It is that New York team, the only New York team Jeff got there.
Yeah.
It is the Bills. Plus 100 for you, right, Josh. And you get to pick Jeff's next category. Where are you sending
Sound it out, Jeff.
Sound it out for 200, please, Simon.
Here we go. 200.
Oh.
Give you about 20 seconds to work this one out.
Let me know if you need me to... mug dancing businessman.
I actually think I might know it, but I don't. Is that because
micro?
You can zoom in on all the pictures individually if you would like.
Mike phone. Man, I got nothing. Racy McMath. I don't know.
Okay. Well, the correct answer is
Mecole.
You want to guess, Josh?
Mecole
Hardman.
Joey, do you have a guess?
I don't know why the thing would be hard.
I'm thinking it's Raheem Mostert, but I don't, because Mosh suit. I don't know.
The correct answer is Michael Pittman. Yeah. Mike Ale Pitt. Mosh Pit Man.
Yeah.
Mike Ale Pittman is the correct answer on that one. And Mr. Scampers was the only one in the chat to get that one right. Getting Pittman out there. Nice job, Mr. Scampers.
All right. Let's see.
I was thinking me cold, like cold, and then hard.
I'm embarrassed with my performance here today.
Hey, it's not over because Joey and Josh are so close going into Final Jeopardy. It all comes down to those wagers. Joey, where are you going for your last question?
I'm gonna go a grab bag for 200.
Okay, here we go. If a liquor says it is 100 proof, what percentage alcohol is that liquor? 25%, 50%, 75%, or 100%?
100?
Final answer?
I think.
You divide by 2, it's 50%.
I don't drink. It's fine.
Yeah. The proof, if you want to know the percentage of an alcohol, just divide the proof by 2 and that'll give it to you. Josh, last question of the game. Are you going to sound it out or are you going to easy as 1, 2, 3?
Easy as 1, 2, 3.
Okay, here we go. Put these players in order from highest to lowest in the following category: all-time passing yards: Tom Brady, Joe Flacco, Mitchell Trubisky.
That order, sir. Let's go.
You are absolutely correct. Those 100s were a little bit eeasier. Josh, that's going to give you $100. Yeah. And let's just take a look at this last question. See if you guys can get this one.
Tyreek Hill.
Tyreek Hill. Yeah, something reek stinky right there. That is Tyreek Hill. Nice job on that one, Josh. Let me do that just so you guys can see it right there. Okay, guys, we have just one more question left. I hope you have pen and paper ready or a cell phone where you can write down your final wagers. The category for your last question is 2021 wide receiver statistics. 2021 wide receiver statistics is your category.
I need to get a piece of paper.
Jeff, you have 700. Joe, you have 1,400. Josh, you have 1,700. So go ahead and make your wagers, and then we'll get to this final question. Nice one.
We're on a live stream here, sir.
Can't believe I got that
This is in between Jeopardy questions here. It's
we're off camera, Jeff. You can say whatever you want. No one can hear you right now.
Yes, no one can hear anything that is said right now.
Yeah, no one can hear anything that we say.
I never understand the bidding of all this.
You in jail. I feel like that's jail.
You want to try to win the game, Joey. So
you want the most money at the end. Let me know when you guys have your bids ready. Jeff, you look like you're ready.
Yep.
I'm ready.
Josh is ready. Joey, are you ready?
You know what? Let's go. Yeah, I'm fine.
Okay, go ahead and reveal your bids for me.
Let's go. I'm just here to win.
Joey went for all of it.
Yeah.
Jeff also went for all of it. And Josh, what did you say? 1101?
Yep. I think I did the math right, but I probably didn't. So
you did. You absolutely did your math right. You would win by $1 if you get this right and I get it right and Jeff gets it right.
Is your final question. Which of the following players had the most receptions last season? DJ Moore, Mike Evans, Mike Williams, or Darnell Mooney? Which of these players had the most receptions last season?
Oh, I'm going to get out of the chat, by the way. Most receptions last season.
Yep, that is the category. I need one of these players that had more receptions than the other three. Get that right, and you will maybe win, maybe lose. Depends on what everyone else did.
These guys are all good.
I think I know. I think I know who the answer should be. I think.
Okay. Anyone can win this game currently with the wagers that are going on right now. So it is anybody's game. It's all going to come down to this last question. Everyone got your answers?
Yep.
Okay, let's go ahead and reveal them. Let me see what you guys got. We've got Williams, we've got Moore, and we've got Moore. So Joey said Mike Williams. Jeff and Josh both saying DJ Moore. We had some answers in the chat. Bum Down said Final Jeopardy game theory time. Yeah, it's the best part of the show when all the contestants get quiet and try to figure out what the bids are. Cody going with Moore. Brandon going with Evans. Tim said Sir DJ Moore, the wide receiver one of all time. Bum said Moore. We got another Moore right there. And Albert going with Mike Williams. Guys, with 93 receptions, more than everybody else on this list, DJ Moore had the most receptions out of all of these players. So Jeff, you in second, Josh in first, and Joey, you come in last place with that question. Unfortunately,
I was feeling pretty hot
Jeff,
today.
$1,400, only behind Josh by $401. The final score is 1,801 to 1,400 to 0. How's that 0 taste, Joey?
You know, here's what I won today. I won that I get to clip that Oscar clip. Because I broke that down better than any fantasy stat I broke down this offseason. So I'm gonna show that to my wife tonight before we go to bed, and I'll sleep well. So yeah.
Jeff, thank you so much for taking the time to come on with us today. We really appreciate it. It's always a pleasure getting to stream with you, my man.
Thank you, guys. I appreciate it greatly.
Guys, and if you're not already following our friend Jeff over on Twitter, truly go and fix that right now. He's on Twitter at For Whom J Bell Tolls, one of the best in the industry, not just analysts, but people as well. He's truly a kind person. And if you don't follow him for his fantasy analysis, which you should, follow him for the kind person that he is. And then after you do that, you're back over here. You watch this whole stream. Go ahead and like this video and make sure you're subscribed to FanDuel on YouTube. And if you enjoyed what we did here today, I have fantastic news. It's actually incredible news if you really liked this. We're live every day, Monday through Friday at 3 p.m. Eastern time doing this over on our channel at Front Yard Fantasy. So head on over there, Front Yard Fantasy, to make sure you're subscribed and you don't miss out on what we're doing every single day during the week. That is going to be it for us today. That is going to be it for us today, guys, though. We will be back on Sunday at 7 p.m. Eastern time for another FanDuel mock draft stream. So make sure to tune in then. Until Sunday, though, we're out of here. Adios, everyone.
Trading makes fantasy fun.
It does. It does. Congrats on the win, Josh. Really incredible. Just top tier.
Feeling good about it.